what women really mean when they say, do whatever you want. Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. Your favorite girl, Gracious, with another good topic that you definitely benefit from. Fellas, how many of you have heard these 5 deadly words from a woman? Do whatever you want. Sounds harmless, right? Almost like permission. You're thinking, cool, she's chill. I can go hang out with the boys. I can buy that thing I wanted. I can skip the arguments and just do me. Wrong. Those 5 words are not freedom. Fellas, they are relationship landmine. Because when a woman says, do whatever you want, it doesn't actually mean do whatever you want. It is a test. It is a signal. It is a warning. And if you don't understand it, you could be walking straight into disappointment, resentment, or even a breakup. Today, I'm going to break down what women really mean when they say, do whatever you want, why men misinterpret it, and most importantly, how you should handle it like a man who understands a woman or who understands women. So sit tight. By the end of this video, you will never hear those words same way again. Section 1, why women always say what they don't mean, or why women don't say what they mean. Let's start here. Why don't women just say what they want, what they feel, what they mean? Because, gentlemen, communication between men and women is rarely straightforward. Men are generally direct. Men say what they mean. If a guy says, I'm hungry, he means, I'm hungry. A woman can say, I'm hungry, she means, buy me food. If a guy says, leave me alone, he means, leave me alone. But women, women often communicate indirectly, not because they're trying to be manipulative or mysterious, but because their communication style is rooted in emotional nuance. They want you to get it without spelling it out. They want to feel understood without having to hand you the blueprint. And sometimes they are testing if you actually pay attention to them, or if you're just coasting through the relationship like an autopilot. So when a woman says, do whatever you want, she is rarely giving you a green light. She's expressing something deeper, usually disappointment, frustration, or emotional withdrawal. The 3 main translations of do whatever you want. Now, let's decode it, because do whatever you want has layers, and depending on the situation, it could mean 3 very different things. The first one could be she's hurt or upset. For example, you're making weekend plans and you tell her you want to go out with the guys. Instead of spending time with her, she sighs and says, fine, do whatever you want. Translation, she's not fine. She feels sidelined, maybe unimportant. Her do whatever you want really means her saying, I wish you wanted to spend that time with me, but I'm not gonna beg. It is not permission, it is disappointment. Number 2 could be that she's testing your priorities. This one can be tricky. Let's say you're in an argument about something she likes or something she cares about. Maybe you're going on vacation, how you're spending money, or even just whether you're listening to her opinion. She finally throws her hands up and says, do whatever you want. Translation, she's testing whether you're going to bulldoze ahead with your plan, or whether you stop and actually take her perspective into account. If you just say, cool, thanks babe, and run with your decision, you failed the test. 3 could mean or be she's pulling away emotionally. This one is the most dangerous. When a woman is tired of not being heard or considered, she eventually stops fighting. She won't argue, she won't push back. She will just say, do whatever you want and mean it. But don't mistake this for peace. What she's really doing is emotionally checking out. And that, my friends, is the stage before she starts planning her exit. Let's talk about why men misinterpret it. Now, why do men get this wrong so often? Because men take word literally. Literally. You hear, do whatever you want, and think, awesome, I've got the green light. But here is the truth. When women use phrase like this, it's not about the literal meaning. It is about the emotional meaning. Men equals to logic. Women equals to emotion first. That's why so many guys get blindsided when their girlfriend says she's unhappy, even though she never complained. The signs were there. The sighs, the passive-aggressive comments, the do whatever you want lines. But he didn't speak her emotional language. How to handle it like a man. Alright, what should you actually do when you hear these words? Here is your playbook. Pause before acting. The biggest mistake men make is taking her words at face value. Don't just shrug and go do whatever you want to do. That's like stepping on a landmine. Step 2, acknowledge the emotion. Say something like, it sounds like you're upset. I feel like you're not okay with this. Talk to me. This shows you're not ignoring her emotional reality. Step 3, ask clarifying questions. Instead of defending yourself, ask, what do you really want me to do here? How do you feel about it? This turns in from a battle into a conversation. Step 4, balance understanding with boundaries. Now, here is the key. Don't just cave every time. How about we plan a date night tomorrow and balance it out? That way, you're not ignoring her feelings, but you're also not abandoning your own needs. Examples in real life. Let's run through a few everyday scenarios. Scenario 1, the boys' night out. You say, hey babe, the guys want to grab drinks on Friday. Ha, do whatever you want. Smart response. I feel like you're not thrilled about it. What's on your mind? Scenario 2, the spending decision. You, I'm thinking of buying these new gadgets. Ha, fine, do whatever you want. Smart response. It sounds like you're not on board. Let's talk budget. What worries you? Scenario 3, the argument. You, I think we should do vacation in Miami. Ha, whatever, do whatever you want. Smart response. Hold up, I don't want to steamroll you. Where would you prefer we go? Why this matters for men? Some of you might be thinking, why do I have to play these games? Why can't women just say what they mean? Here's the truth. Relationships aren't about who is right in communication style. They are about learning to understand each other. If you keep taking her literally, you will miss her emotions. And if you miss her emotions, she will eventually stop sharing them with you. That's when relationships fall apart. Not because of one big fight, but because of 1,000 little moments where she didn't feel understood. When you learn to decode, do whatever you want, you're not just avoiding fights. You're building trust, respect, and emotional intimacy. The secret behind the phrase. Let me let you in on a little secret. Do whatever you want is not about control. It's about connection. When a woman says those words, what she is really saying is, do you care enough about me to notice how I feel? Do you care enough to consider me in your choices? That's the hidden meaning. And if you can respond to that, if you can show her that you value her feelings without losing yourself, you become the kind of man women don't just date, but deeply respect. So gentlemen, next time you hear do whatever you want, don't take it literally. Take it seriously. Pause, listen, decode. Respond with empathy and strength. Because the truth is, what women really want is not for you to always agree, but for you to understand them. Master that skill, and you will not only survive those dangerous 5 words, you will thrive in your relationship. If this video opened your eyes, hit that like button. Drop a comment with your own experience for men. And hey, so next time she says, do whatever you want, you will know exactly what to do. Trust me, you will thank me later. Bye.